So this here is a ball stake mounted in a stake holder, and this is what we're going to be using for planishing. This is the bit which really gives the piece its final shape and its final smoothness. It's very important to do this bit thoroughly because it really cuts down on the polishing work, and the polishing is what removes a fair chunk of the metal from your project. So the better you do this phase, the better your final project. This one here is a ball 3 inches in diameter, and this is the thing I use for finishing nearly every single piece that I make. The other stake we will be using for shaping the fan is called a Bic iron. And you can see I've got one flat side here like a little anvil and one roundy side. Now these give you an enormous amount of options for shape, and also what I've done here, as you can maybe not see it very well, but this here has got a slight radius on it, not a very big radius, but just enough so I don't dig into the metal with any of the sharper pieces of steel, so with the sharp edge doesn't dig into the metal, whereas these rest of these corners are sharper. This here is a tinsmith's hammer. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is on this side you'll see there is a mirror finished face. Now this is what we use for planishing. Now what we do with this is we strike the outer surface of the metal over a ball stake or other shape stake, like with overlapping strikes, and that leaves very, very shiny and polish friendly surface on it. Okay? But the thing with this is any sort of imperfections on this face will get transferred to the metal, so that's why I put quite a lot of effort into keeping that one clean. Now the other side, this is a very, very slightly dished face. Now this is extremely useful for doing like smoothing out from the inside of big pieces, like if you're doing coats of plates, like or breastplates or corzinas or anything like that. That's a really nice gentle face. Or for if you need to fill in a rivet hole and use over a ball stake, if I've put a hole in the wrong place, here I can actually smash round the hole with this, and then it drives the metal into the hole and closes it up and allows me to save a piece if I've messed it up. I'm going to start planishing my first piece now. This is a piece that we've dished and bouged already. Quite smooth, but you know, not sufficient to go to polishing. If I was to try and polish it now, I would take off quite a lot of material and remove a lot of the strength. And I'll just show you this up close. You can see that's the kind of finish on it now. Now we'll get started on this planishing. 2 things to note: nice loose grip on the hammer. Hammer's working at its own natural rhythm, and you can keep that for quite a long time. And what I normally do is do a little spot at a time, then stop, check, right, and then move on to the next spot. You can see the bit that I've planished, how shiny that is, compared to the bits that we haven't planished. And one of the tools we can use for seeing if we've got a smooth curve, see how the light's reflected in there. If that light moves smoothly over the piece, then the curve is smooth. Whereas if the light suddenly spreads out, it means we've got a flat spot or a dip. So here we have, first piece is planished and ready to go. You see there how the light moves smoothly over the curves, with this bit being obviously flatter at the end of the knee, and then this curve at the front being nice and smooth. So I'll be able to get on with the other pieces now, and hopefully everything will fit together and we can move on to welding.